We want to do this demonstration today, so we're going to do this one today. This right here is a technology we developed called Supreme Exotic. These are ambient light projection 15 screens. They can mimic colors, contrast, have amazing white level capabilities. And this is part of the exotic lineups. This is called an Epic Blue, if I haven't mentioned this already. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. In this demonstration, we are going to be testing the screen paint, Crow's product, versus color on the blue technology we call Epic Blue. So let me show you some of the interesting colors under the Epic, or actually under the exotic technology. This right here is called Midnight Mustard. This is my strange screen. And then over here we have the Epic Blue. Now I'm doing one last demonstration on this one because this screen is going to be converted to a Nova Black. And this one's going to be set up downstairs in the basement so I can bring it outside and start doing demonstrations on black screen versus white screens and gray screens outside, showing you why the black screens are the more superior screens when it comes to outdoor and also indoor, which we've already done many, many times. Now, our selection here, that you see, sorry, these are orders going out to our customers. Let me put these over here. These are shipping information. It should be over there. These are the exotics, as I said before. These are tests. This is a test one. We haven't got a chance to get around to that one yet. But they come in strange colors. This one is the Midnight Mustard. That's the one I have over there. This is the Epic Blue. That's the one we have on the screen right now. This is a test right here. I haven't got around to doing this one yet. Gotta do more testing on this one right here. Over here we have the chocolate, which I love the chocolate. And we have the green money. This is the green one right there. So they come in different colors, as you can see. And we have another one that's pink. It's unicorn pink. So that's going to be the next one. I got to get out there on the website. Actually, I think it is on the website. All right. So in this demonstration, we're going to be displaying color and contrast on the Epic Blue. I got to get myself a projector out here. So let me see. Sure, I got all my equipment set up. Let's need my equipment. Let's see. So this one today should be converted into the Nova Black, like I said, because we have some outside demonstrations we have to do for some companies that are interested in using the black technology outside. Today we're going to be doing color demonstrations. I need to go get my Sony FH36 and see if that needs to be maintenance, because we have, this is going to be a demonstration screen for outside. Once we do finalize the last demonstrations on the blue, that it's going to be coded to a black screen for outside demonstrations. As I said before, I have company contracts I'm going to be dealing with, and we need a screen we can drag outside, throw it against the wall, do our demonstrations off of it. And this is going to be a screen we're going to use for right Now, we're going to do a demonstration displaying the blue technology versus Crow's product and any other product we choose to go against it. Let me see if we get this in the center. We can just load it up a little bigger. There we go. I'm going to be able to fill the screen out. Well, not all the way. I want to show off a little bit of a blue border showing the screen is blue. And that way you can see the screen change multiple colors. Look at the colors on that blue. And I said, if you're going to be challenging our technology, you got to go. We're going to put you against everything we got in the arsenal. You have to understand that. If you're going to be challenging our technology, you're going to go against black, ultralights, black silvers, golds, the exotic collection. You're going against everything. See how you level up. Every screen paint, every screen that we do demonstrations against have to go through the exact same rigorous testing. I think you should too. You see my screen sitting over there? I'm over there watching cartoons and all that window light. That's blue technology sitting over there. I come downstairs and turn my screen on and all that window light. I'm gonna watch cartoons, TV shows, whatever I want. You can't even sit in my environments and alone go side by side with my technology. And all that effort to try to destroy a black nova. And you see all those orders out there? I even have orders bouncing into my account right now as we speak. Look how your screen displays. This screen is blue. And it's pulling a contrast level. So let's start off what we start off always first. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see how you go side by side to a blue screen. Let's get some high professional sample sheets up here too, because I don't want you to be alone up here. So let's go with a what we got here? Calibration 5D. There you go. So I'll show you that right there. We test our screens on these screens every single day. These are high performance certified screens. As I said before, what would make you think that your product could withstand one of our screens? And we test them on screens like this every day. That's what that kitchen drawer full of screens are for. To be able to test our technology against high performance screens. We don't do these demonstrations. None of them. And these are not the hard demonstrations. The hard demonstrations is when we start going outside. That's the hard demonstrations. That's when things get brutal. Which you are going to be going outside next to a black nova. That's what this screen is going to be painted for. The screen today is going to be transferred to black. And this screen is going to be used outside in all our demonstrations, including one of the demonstrations. It's going to require, see, my backyard from my screen back is about 30 feet. My driveway, on the other hand, where I line the screen up, I can go back 60 to 70 feet, which means that projector is going to have to travel at 70 feet and hit that screen and produce that image. It's one of the demonstrations we have to do in order to actually obtain these certain contracts. If someone's doing a drive-in theater and they have a projector that's sitting back 70 or 80 feet or even more than that, and they're hitting that screen with that projector, keep in mind they're probably using something like 20,000, 30,000 lumens on their projector. If we can show a demonstration of doing 70 feet back at 52, and that screen pulls up that image, not only that, blows out the white screen next to it, then guess what? I've acquired a contract. All right, so we got our white levels displayed first. As we like to do, we got 2 certified screens up there. And this screen is blue. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
You see I'm not trying to see the embarrassment here, but it's a blue screen. It pulls a better red level than your screen, and it's blue. If you want to get up close and you want to see if that screen's pulling blue, yeah, it is. It's pulling blue. It's a blue screen. That's why I left the door open. I had to put that back up there. So if you want to talk about color, you want to talk about your screens can produce such amazing colors. Well, I can show you on a projector that's not calibrated. It doesn't have to be calibrated. And it can display a red level on the screen with no problem without ever calibrating the projector.
Flight at a great price with no change fees. Book now on Kayak.
That's color coding technology. Even when I showed you with the gray screens, the ultralight gray screens, which we have the table for over there, people ordered that. That screen costs less than your product, and it performs better than your product. It can produce a contrast level, which your screen can't do, which if you want, I can show that demonstration also too again. And it's been tested against 15 certified screens. You don't do any of these tests. So how would you know how your product would stand up against ours? Because you don't do any of these tests. Same thing like these big companies. They don't do any of our tests. So how would they know how they would stand up? And meanwhile, there's blue over there in all that window light. Let's do a color switch out. We're using a 4300 lumen Christie projector. Certified screens are also too struggling. These are screens that require to be calibrated. And like I said, they test the screens against white screens, but like I said, I can understand that because majority of most screens, like you said, you'll find on Amazon and eBay are white. Sony 4K demonstration. Blue screens pulling a contrast level and color all at the same time. LG, Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Background on this demonstration is black. Usually when a screen can't show black, it comes up tan. Screen's blue. Let's see.
Did you know that Febreze Air Effects uses 100% natural propellant? Cheaper aerosols use artificial propellants. That's why Febreze works differently. Plus, it eliminates odors with a water-based formula and no dyes. For freshness you'll enjoy.
So can't see contrast, can't see color. Yeah, this is a blue screen, and the blue screen, the exotics, because they have 100% color code technology, can see color, can see contrast, can produce white levels. The projector never has to be calibrated. You don't have to worry about being inside of an ambient light controlled environment because you're afraid your screen's going to wash out or fade. And you don't have to have an overpowering, what do you call, contrast capability. LG snowboarding demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
As I said before, you can't see contrast. This is a blue screen and it can mimic a contrast level. Blue. Keep in mind, these are going to be broadcasted all on our website. We're building a theater page on our website that all these live demonstrations will be broadcasted all over the world through our website. See, that's the wonderful thing about having a website, and we have multiple sites. We're going to have a site we're building right now just strictly designed for broadcasting our videos everywhere. And that's what we're getting ready for. One is going to be built strictly for the exotic technology. How do you explain a blue screen that's pulling a contrast better? Mind you, that's a $5,000 screen right there. It's supposed to be the parallax. It's supposed to be a real screen that pulls a heavy contrast level. Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. Can't pull color, can't pull contrast. Colorful 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I feel sorry for you guys, boy. Outside, it's going to be brutal for you. Any company designing an outdoor projection screen and you're going to go against a Black Nova outside, it's not going to go well. I'm telling you that right from the door. And we can enhance a Black Nova. We can make it better than what it is. Advance its game capabilities. This is our blue technology. So we got two websites being built. One's actually being built customized for exotic technology, and the other one is displaying the technology behind Black Nova. Every demonstration we do will be attached to those websites, and those websites will be broadcasted worldwide. We're just using YouTube for a platform to broadcast. And anyone that challenges our technology, you'll be displayed onto that website. Right in this next year, we'll have commercial property. Our technology will be displayed in that commercial property for all to see. And your product will be on display for everyone to see. And this is just blue. Where do you see the 21s that are coming out? I don't know what's more impressive, that the screen can take in all this ambient light, or if it's a blue screen showing a yellow car. So while you watch this, or it doesn't make a difference. Like I said, this is for broadcast purposes. This is to be linked to our new sites to be broadcasted for demonstrations. That projector right there, it's a very special projector with a very special lens. That's going to be used on that screen when you use that as extreme distance throws. It's an interesting blue screen can produce yellow. You see how many times your screen comes up gray. So right now the blue screen is producing contrast and your screen's coming up gray. Calibrate what? This is why you're told to calibrate your screens. Whether it be hobby paint or whether it be a professional screens, because we got two professional screens here and here. These are both certifieds. And then we have crow's paint right there in the middle, right there. 4300 lumen, Chrissy projector, 1480p, 1920 by 1200. You would have to calibrate that projector because your image is not coming up correct. Yet their screens are gray and my screen's blue. That's pretty interesting theory, isn't it? QLED 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Meanwhile, so my screen over there and all the window light. I was watching cartoons. I always watch cartoons on that screen.
Stressed out? Time to refresh your rhythm with track.
Anytime your screen comes up tan, means it's not pulling contrast. Look how your colors are coming out, your reds are coming out faded. It's not just for him, it's for both certified screens on both ends. So keep in mind we have a Cinema Gray 5D here, and we have the Parallax, I'm saying that correctly if I didn't butcher their name, which I usually do, and I do apologize, by daylight screens right over there. So it's not like we're just singling out a screen. We're putting your screen in with other certified screens. As I said before, and when I made this statement to you, if we are testing our technology against other screens, and some of these screens we have in these categories are going to be far lighter than our screen, what makes you think that your product was going to be to withstand next to this technology? And this is, like I said, this is blue. Not even a dark blue. It's a light blue screen. Look at that. If we go back there for a minute. You're not even producing blue correctly. And your contrast, it's not coming up at all. Anytime you use the screen, your screen displays in tan, or anybody's screen displaying tan, they're not picking up color contrast. Yellows on your screen were a tad better. Everything else, you're not picking up. Which means I got to go back and do a yellow solid screen. I want to make sure it's not camouflaged by this. Other than that, this is an OLED demonstration. That background is supposed to remain black at all times. Neon yellow screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
We got a light and describe for a neon yellow screen. Your little levels are pretty good. I give you that much. But everything else next to blue technology, red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Brown screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
No, not good. pink screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Should we do the fade in and fade out? Let's do the fade in and fade out. Oh, this is going to give me the pink. Okay, whatever, doesn't make a difference. Now, there you go. So you can see it up close. Not even close. Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's try some outer space. Told you. Can't see contrast. Can't see colors correctly. Picked up your yellows pretty good. Other than that, yellows and white levels, that's pretty much it. What about the rest of the colors? That's a blue screen that's picking up a contrast level. Picks up its white levels with no problem. Should we blend? No, we must do this one. We can blend. We'll go back to that one later.
Want to eliminate odors without heavy, overwhelming scents? We get it. Try Febreze Light. It eliminates odors with no heavy perfumes in light scents you'll love. Febreze Light. La 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 la.
No contrast. Again, the screen's blue. There's not even a dark blue. I haven't got around to designing one of those yet. That's what the big companies do. $5,000 for a projection screen that you're going to have to calibrate. Go out and get your 4K projector. You'll be calibrating that too. What time is it already? I'm gonna go over and watch some TV. Told you. Can't even match the epic blue. Tomorrow, I'm going to put you against the chocolate brown. This is a new test technology. We didn't get a chance to play with it too much. It's new. It's an ambient light projection technology that we developed under the new coding. You're going against this tomorrow. And this stuff is even worse and brutal than the what's that screen paint called? The black, purple. Can't think of the name of it. This is more advanced than the purple. It took 20 minutes. All these up here took 20 minutes to develop. Majority of these have already passed their test on the same day. And as before, I told you, there's 15 of these. We gave you permission that you can make all of them. And if you make all of them, you have to do the same demonstrations. Made in 20 minutes, 3 screens certified from the door of the screen being made. From there, you have to do an 18 screen certification. From there, you have to do 22 feet back at 1,000 lumens. You have to do a low lumen test at between 13 and 15 feet. You must display ultra short throw demonstrations with ultra short throw sample sheets, certified sample sheets. And then you got to take it outside. And these screens are able to pull up at 451. We have the videos to back everything up live. One did it at 13 feet. 13 feet. You would have to pull that demonstration. Every last one of them done live, back to back to back. That's the record that this technology holds. So that's what you would have to do. And on top of that, figure out what weird color this is, because we don't go down and go, let me get a blue or a green. No, we mix multiple colors to get a particular signature color. So that's why they have strange colors. Or do you want to go against the money green? We can put you against this screen. Pick one. I bet you any one of these screens would actually produce better color than your screen. Which one you want to try against? If you're going to basically slander one of our technologies, you go against all of them. And as I showed you already, with the technology we have under the ultralight gray, which is the lightest gray screen paint that we make, that screen paint was able to pull better color and contrast, something that your screen couldn't do. It pulled a star field demonstration and outperformed your screen. Good luck. And you haven't even reached the 21s yet. Or I can throw you against one of the untesteds. Those are all the untesteds in there. Those are screen paints that were made and never got a chance to test them out because we're overwhelmed with what we already have already. Anyone's ever watched any one of my demonstrations, they all end up the same way. We always do the white levels, we do the screens, we do the short throw, we do the long throw, we do everything. You don't do those demonstrations. Sat there and told you in the video when we did that demonstration on that Black Nova, you didn't want to go near that screen and that fake paint. Please. We can make a blue screen outperform your screen. What do you think we can do to a black screen or a gray screen? As I said before, at the end of the day, we don't get any credibility off Crow. We don't want his credibility. We don't even want your customers. This is just, these demonstrations are done to keep you aligned, to let you understand that you're not on our level. Get that through your head. Your technology does work against a white screen or maybe somebody else's stuff, but it's not on our level of our technology. If I can blow your stuff out with a blue screen, you want me to really go with a brown screen next? At the end of the day, no one's saying your product doesn't work. It's just not on our level of technology. It just isn't. This does get boring. Let's see. La-di-da. I should be over there having a bagel right now, watching Craig in the Creek. I don't mind doing this because I got to turn this screen black anyway. We got demonstrations to do outside for a company, so yeah. Let me see. Let's pull up New York City black screen Night City. Butchered the daylights out of that one, but I wonder whether it'll bring up. I forget which company. I got a really dark demonstration. I like this one. The first time I saw this demonstration and how dark it was, I was like, wow, that's crazy dark levels. That's going to be nice doing demonstrations off of this for test. And to test against other screens. OLED contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
And the thing about it, it's not like, okay, you're doing all contrast demonstrations. That's not fair. Screen's not black, it's blue. Oh, I got one. We've done this a million times, but I still want to see. Sony 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Don't be nosy. My neighbors are always nosy. I've got something coming through in a few minutes. Calibration time, people. Not for us. If you got one of these screens, you're going to be calibrating. No calibrating required. Let's pause this for a minute. That's a blue screen. See that, Crow? That's a blue screen that just turned red and it's outperforming your screen. This is why you got to calibrate. I'm over here to the side right here. Let's see, you got to go a little farther over. And that is the Parallax, if I'm saying that correctly. That's a $5,000 projection screen right there. Over here we have a Cinema Gray 5D right there. As I said before, we test our product on so many different sample streams. What gave you the idea that you thought you were going to be able to jump in and be able to outperform one of our screens? You don't even do any of these tests correctly. Anytime you do any tests against any kind of screen, you start off doing the same thing, flashing a whole bunch of colors across the screen, and then what you do after that, then you do it in a dark environment. You don't do anything at all of what we do. The same thing like the big companies. Don't do the same thing either. Do the same thing, dark environments. You don't do the dark environments over here. If you constantly do screens in the dark all the time, how do you know how they're going to react when someone turns the lights on? How do you know if the color's going to fade or if it's going to wash out? If your black levels are going to pull, if you're constantly do them in the dark. That's what happens when you cut corners. Someone was telling me about a new technology they have in projection screens. It's supposed to have some kind of embezzle, something to allow them to be able to take on more light. Oh, I would love to get my hands on that. As a matter of fact, I'm starting my research today to find out exactly if the screen is actually true and how I can get my hands on it to bring it down here to test it against our technology. So I look for opportunities. I'm always online scouring companies, scouring forum sites, any chatter about anything new technology or development because I want to see how it levels up to our screens. Not worrying about whether or not if the screens are going to come close to basically fixing the environment and only picking select videos that's going to make my screen seem comfortable. No, I'm looking for something that is going to cause damage to my screen. I want to see something like that. And I think one of the screens, when I was doing gray screens back in the day, when I was doing all gray screens, two of the screens that left a mark on me, I never forgot Seymour AV 1.3. That was the most beautiful silver screen I've ever seen. And the Black Diamond. That's another screen. Black Diamond is the reason why we steered in direction to start developing black technology and darker gray technology, because at that particular time, we developed nothing but gray screen paints. Same thing like he has here. But after we did the D5K, darker screens, darker gray screens, and just trying to basically pass over to having that jet black screen, we have Black Nova. As I said before, God's technology. Let's face it, I never went to school for chemistry. All my technology comes from God. It's flawless. And as you're looking at this, remember, you're watching a blue screen produce these colors. Because God is the one that gave us color coding technology. They have a screen see color even if the surface is a different color. $4,000 or $5,000 screens can't do it. Yeah, it's just. Now, I have to do some research for somebody and helping them out with a project. Like I said, this is why we're bringing down the Sony VPO FH36. It has a special lens attached to it. They're designed for extended long throws. That means if I pull that thing back 60 feet, I'm not going to have my projection screen, my projector image all over the side of the house and the golf course. It's going to shoot a narrow image all the way down and boom, hit that screen perfectly. That's what that lens is designed for. That's why I got that projector. We use those for company use because, like I said, when you're going to have somebody's going to have a screen outside and they're going to have a pretty high power projector, there's a lot of math involved in that because you have to calculate exactly how many lumens it's going to take, how long it has to travel, all that. So yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy, but it's going to be fun. Let me get the Tesla Black Nova on that. I want to go back and show those colors again. I love showing up the Novas on the blue screen. I love showing up the colors. Look at that. I just can't get over that. It's a blue screen. Look at the colors it's pushing up. Told you, that's the thing about the exotics. They produce beautiful colors. Magenta. Couldn't think of my own screen. Wow. My magenta upstairs, the color on that screen? Good gracious, it's beautiful. $4K color demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's have a little fun with this. Screens are designed to absorb light. Remind you, the screen passed this test at 22 feet. On 1,000 lumens, it passes tests at 13 feet outside. It can produce colors as being a blue surface screen can produce colors that other gray screens wish they could do. Produce contrast levels, no calibration required. You don't even need an expensive projector to do it. Like the light's not even there. There it is right over there. Same screen. That's why 126 of that can sit in my window and I can watch cartoons with no problem. Doesn't wash out, doesn't feed, absorbs light. Look at that. Reds don't even wash out, don't even change to another color.
Cheesy grooves. Flavor, flavor, flavor. Crush. Cheesy grooves. So much flavor, it's about to crush.
Introducing first. Fit for training. Fit for running. Fit for living.
See, Crow, that's what I was trying to tell you. That's the kind of rigorous testing our screens have to go through. 126 can sit there and all that window light. So it can maintain its contrast levels. And it's blue, not black. Blue screen, that's what it is. Blue. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Isn't that interesting? Let's see you try that one. My screen can change its color despite the fact that it's blue, and sit there with a 130 watt lamp in the center of that screen with all this lighting and not fade or wash out. But yet your screen can't even produce color next to that technology, and neither can the certifies. Okay, well, with that being said, we're done here. When I do a demonstration, I can go over and beyond when I do my demonstrations. I'll stick a light right in the center of that screen at 130, and you'll watch that screen, despite the fact that it's blue, watch it change colors over and over again, and it won't even fade or wash out. And then I can turn around, I can show you my 126 inches sitting in the next room, which I'm about to go in a few minutes and have a bagel, a hot cup of tea, and watch some cartoons. At around, it was like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or something like that. Yeah. Meanwhile, you have to calibrate that expensive projector you have over there, when I don't have to do that with any of my projectors, because my screens can actually see color. Even when there's a 130 watt lamp sitting in the middle of them. Not only did I basically show why my product is more superior, but the demonstration right there against one of their top new screens. See how dark that surface is? And look at my blue. And I still was able to pull better contrast and color than their screens with no problem. This is going to be painted black and taken outside for outside demonstrations. Now I know you're staring at the screen, you thought it was like a really dark blue. Nope. That's how light blue that screen is. They're not dark blue. The Epic Blues are light blue screens. But you wouldn't think of that when it was sitting up there, they look dark. They're not, no. That is a light blue screen. Well, I got to take this and put this one probably over there for right now, because I have to turn this black once your orders are all done and packed up, because everybody's got their tracking numbers. Everybody's good to go. So later on, I have 2 screens I got to paint. So I got to paint this one right here, the 100 inch. That's got to go outside, out back for testing. And this is testing for companies. I have a couple company contracts. The screen out there, which we have the 135 inch 16:9, has to be taken off the bracket. It's bought in here, coated black, and taken out there, because I'm using that screen for this for this summer. That's going to be my outdoor screen right there. That's the screen right there. That screen right there, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I'm just going to put that downstairs in the basement, because that was my screen that was actually in my gaming room. But in my gaming room, I'm going to do a 106 inch acoustic screen, so I can put my sound bar behind the back of that screen, and that's going to be coated with exotic invisible technology. Oh, forgot to add that real quick. So the exotics have stair steps to them, which means they have another capability. Each one of the exotics have an invisible coating. They can be used for rear projection screens if we add that application onto it. And the first application I'm going to be using for my signature screen upstairs, it's going to have a blue invisible coating attached to it. Yeah, they all have invisible coatings attached to them. Yep, they do. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just really tired and I gotta go eat. With that being said, I'm done here. I'm gonna go over and watch some cartoons over there. Hook me up a bagel, and that's basically about it. And like I said at the end of the video, and I always at the end of the video, nothing wrong with the screens. They work perfectly fine. Like I said, you're going to put them against a white screen. They're going to definitely show an improvement, that they are. But to say that they're going to be equal to our technology, no. As we can prove and we can back that up. As for Crow, I don't know. He'll be back probably next week with some other weird fake demonstration. He'll probably try to make purple paint or whatever he tries to do. But we don't. It's just hilarious. I think it's funny that that's the reason why when we did the Black Nova, the first thing we did when we had the Black Nova is we put his product against it. Now, if your Cinemax is this light gray screen paint, if it's lighter than that personal mix, and that personal mix didn't do well by any of the screens we displayed it on, I can imagine how badly the Cinemax is going to do against one of those black screens or gray screens or any screens we have in here, especially the ultra light gray screens. So we'll see when it gets here. We had to order it. Keep in mind, in order for me to order his product, I have to go through a customer and they have to order it because he cancels all our orders. So that should tell you something right there, that he's afraid for it to come here. Well, that's basically about it for me. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my orders for my customers and my customers. Also, to this summer, we all know that summer we're going to have an outdoor package. Some are going to come with the grommet. People have been asking about these grommet screens, so some are going to come with a free grommet screen. So we are going to have sizes of 100-inch, 120-inch, all the way up, if you got the room, for a 300-inch. The biggest we can make them is 300-inch, and it's going to be grommet screens. We're going to have an instruction video on the website that you can go there to teach you how to paint the screen, whether you want to do it spray, whether you want to do it roll, it's up to you. And we're going to include some of the packages are going to come with massive rolls of outdoor lights. You know, you want to set up outdoor displays, you know, weatherproof lights, so you can have all that set up right there. So we're going to have that. And then, like I said, since I decided to branch over with companies and start getting a few contracts for that, for doing big projects, we're going to have wholesale on our website. Keep in mind, in order to get access to that wholesale, you're going to have a contract through our company, and you're going to have a password to get access to that page. But for those of you that are going to be obtaining the paint, you can get it in larger amounts for discounts. So we'll have starting off at anywhere from 3 gallons to 5 gallons to 10. All shipping is free, just to let you know. All right, well, that being said, I have to get ready to get this painted. I got to get that projector set up for demonstrations, and we're going to be doing a lot of outside demonstrations. It's going to be fun. All right, thank you all. Got to go, and God bless.